rest, it was always just...
And what are the Boers, Dutch Boers? Are they just like farmers or something? Or
Yeah. See, what actually happened was with... they get back in the old days, see, the Dutch were involved, or they controlled what is now Indonesia, Java and New Guinea, I believe, and Sumatra. That was all controlled by the Dutch. Even Bali. You know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, now you know now. Now, at that time they had sailing boats, because the Dutch were good in building boats, always been on boats, and they needed between actually from Holland to Indonesia, to Jakarta, they needed something in between for food supply. See, that time you had no fridges yet and all the other stuff that didn't exist. And then there were Dutch Boers, they were actually farmers. Boer is a Dutch name for farmer. Okay, and they took some, say, Dutch farmers over there to South Africa. And you have to remember that was in the 15th century.
That's a long time
Long time back, yeah. But that is from where it started.
Because the Dutch were actually world leaders at some point, right? In the 15th century.
Yeah. And in the 15th century and the 16th century, there was actually, in South Africa, there were any people, there were no tribes, no black tribes, what you had in the other African countries. You had
so it was unoccupied.
It was unoccupied. By the time the Dutch farmers started there, they were starting only there to supply fresh food for the Dutch boats. They went to Indonesia. And that's how it started. And then in the end, in 1800, I don't know if you know how good in your history, then the British came in and they wanted to conquer it.
Oh. No.
Yeah. And they did conquer, but in the end, the Dutch farmers, that's why they're still actually, they got still the overhand, and in the end they formed a government. Yeah, and that's how you got South Africa as a mixture of people, British, Dutch from years ago, of course. And but